Hey guys, what's up? My name is Shanwin and today, tara, pag-usapan natin itong barahan na naganap between kay Karen Davila at saka kay Congressman Terry Redon. Dito talagang naging taklesa si Karen Davila. And I don't know if you remember some videos yung mga nasa shots or nakukuha sa Amerikano, yung mga nakikialam sa mga bagay-bagay. They call them Karen. So, yung pagiging Karen dito ni Karen is something that we like. No, we so love and we so like. So, pag-usapan natin. Okay guys, this is just a 4 minutes clip. Pero dito, no, I don't know yung original nito. It's a clip, okay? This is not the entire video of the interview. But dito lang sa clip na to, dito mo marirealize that not every day mag-a-agree tayo kay Karen Davila. But there are certain days that we will totally agree with her. So panoorin natin yung video and we're going to react on it.
Pinapagalitan nyo yung DPWH, pero yung totoo, the corruption starts with Congress owning contractual companies, these construction companies, and getting alleged kickbacks. So will you call them?
Well, ang trigger po for the Tri-Committee to invite anyone, including legislators, including...
Now, will you call Zaldico? That's a direct question. I mean, I saw that hearing and actually barraging the DPWH, the agencies, they're not the prime. They're not the masterminds of the corruption here, right? You've seen how the budget is made, kung saan sinisingit, ginagamit ang flood control. The president comes out with a list, so dediretsuhin na kita. Yung SunWest Incorporated had 79 projects na flood control. They were given 10 billion pesos. Ang founder nun, si Zaldico. Ang High Tone, 61 projects. 4.8 billion pesos. This is on record. Bakit di sila ang ipatawag? Parang naglolokohan tayong lahat. Pinapagalitan nyo yung DPWH, pero yung totoo, the corruption starts with Congress owning contractual companies, these construction companies, and getting alleged kickbacks. So will you call them?
Well, ang trigger po for the Tri-Committee to invite anyone, including legislators, including...
Now, will you call Zaldico? That's a direct question.
Yes, if he is named as a part of anomalous deals, then he will be asked.
No, he is a founder of, he is a part.
Ito guys yung nakakatawa dito, no? If we're going to compare how they were grilling Vice President Sara Duterte regarding his confidential funds at the rate of 600 million with Zaldico who was, di ba, who was, na? Kasi sinabi nga dito ni Terry Ridon na nag-divest na raw si Zaldico sa mga korporasyon na to. Siguro by value na sinasabi nila rito, more or less nakakuha ng project itong si Sunwest at saka si Hightone. Na siguro in total, no, between two companies, around 20 billion. We're talking about 20 billion against 600 million. Diba? Nakikita nyo? Pero yung paano nila sinupil, kung paano nila pinagkaisahan si Vice President Sara Duterte, grabe, no? Yung taong bayan, na yung mga nauuto nila, mas interesado sa di umano, no, naninakaw daw ni Vice President Sara Duterte na 600 million. Pero hindi sila interesado doon sa 20, more or less 20 billion, no, na in-award dito sa mga contracting companies na to. Na ayon nga kay Karen Davila, mga pagmamay-ari daw ni Zaldico. Saan ka pa? Mas importante sa kanila yung 600 million kaysa more or less 20 billion. Balikan natin si Karen.
part owners, SunWest and Hightone. Records show it. So will they be called? And
Yes.
you will call them.
Yes, if they are named
Di ba? Lagi may condition. Yes, if.
as part of anomalous transactions relating to infrastructure and flood control projects, then they will be asked to sit before the TRI committee and explain themselves. But again, to be very clear, I've seen all of the other documents. I think Congressman Zaldico has already divested himself from
So
West.
I mean,
As of
Representative
2019.
Ridon, you and I know that everybody divests themselves, but that is just a matter of record. Divesting means nothing. You know that. Matanda na tayo. Alam natin yun.
But again,
You know, may point naman talaga dito si Karen Davila eh. It doesn't matter kung nag-divest ka or hindi. Diba? What matters is, bilang isang congressman, okay, na possible na makakuha ng mga government projects. Tapos may owner ka pa ng isang contracting company. Hindi mo maaalis sa taong bayan that you will be questioned and scrutinized. Diba? And you're not only doing one project. May binigay na figure dito si Karen Davila eh. May 70 plus, may 60 something pa yung may 70 plus ng SunWest, may 60 something. And I think even SunWest participated sa pagpo-procure ng ng laptop for DepEd. Kaya nga hindi yung ginagalaw ni VP Sara eh. I think that, the very reason bakit hindi niya yung pinagagalaw was because it was under investigation. Because they were saying that the laptop was overpriced. Diba? Oh. Pero nung dumating si Angara, pinarelease niya yung mga laptop. There's a reason behind it. It's not that VP Sara doesn't want to, distribute or ipa-release na yung mga laptop na yan. It was because during the Duterte time, the overpriced laptops were under investigation. No? I'm not 100% sure if we're talking about the same laptop na in-store nila o there's a new set of laptops na pre-procure ng DepEd during the time of Vice President Sara Duterte. Pero wala tayong naririnig na nag-publish ng mga bagong laptop, no? Or hindi ko nabalitaan. There's a big difference about that. Maybe meron, pero hindi ko naman nabalitaan. Or talagang wala. Diba? Kung ikaw alam mo na isa kang contractor at nag-divest ka it is much better na hindi ka nag-divest at hindi ka kumuha ng government project. Rather than nag-divest ka at kinamal-kamal mo ang mga government projects. So, hindi ka pa rin ma-exempt. Diba? Hindi ka pa rin ma-absorb sa kahit anong investigation kung mag-arise yung mga questionabling resulta ng trinabaho. Like say, for example, in Bicol, have you seen, hindi ko maalala, just within the year, diba? Nakita nyo ba yung naging resulta nun? Anong nangyari? Diba? So, tama naman talaga si Karen Davila eh.
To be very clear, this divestment is the particular requirement under the law, no? So, ibig sabihin, if he is actually, again, the trigger for the investigation, whoever it is, whether a legislator, contractor, high government official, if they are named,
required by law, we don't even know nga kung Raffy Tulfo divested dun sa kanyang RTIA program,
anomalous deal, they will be asked to sit before Congress and explain themselves.
Okay, because to focus on the contractors themselves would be, I would have to say, half the justice done. Because ang contractor, hindi naman lalakas ang loob ng contractor kung walang backer yan na congressman. Alam mo naman yun. Sino namang contractor gagawa ng substandard na trabaho kung hindi siya hiningan 'Diba? Kinailangan na niyang magbayad in advance. So now the contractor has no choice.
Well, again, these are assumptions that you are making at this point.
No, this is not our assumptions. These are not assumptions. I'm very sure sa tagal na ni Karen Davila sa industriya nito, what makes you think na she doesn't know this? Diba? So dito, yung mga sagot ni Terry Ridon, obviously, meron siyang, I don't know, meron siyang pinagtatakpan. Diba? Kung mapapansin nyo.
Karen, no? We would want to be able to see it on a fact-to-fact basis, on a case-to-case basis. Ito pong actual anomalies that are being seen with the flood control project. And again, in the hearing in the briefing yesterday, the DPWH actually said that to date, the 15 contractors named by the president, they have not seen yet, as of yet, anomalies relating to substandard.
Siyempre, pagtatakpan niya ng DPWH, alam mo kung bakit? Kung ako nga personally, no, may nag-offer sa akin ng project under DPWH worth 20 million. Pero ang for the boys nila is 200,000. Walang contractor na tumanggap nun. I tried, no? I tried to offer it. Ako nga, hindi na mangumisyon eh. Para lang sa mga contractor. Tinanong pa nga ako ng contracting company. Ikaw ba magkano yung sa'yo? Sabi ko, wala. Kung gusto nyo lang. Walang kumagat doon.
Projects, anomalies related
Then
to
why do the investigation at all? Why waste the people's money and do it if you are not out for blood? It seems to me that, you're telling me walang problema, ba't ka pa mag-iimbestiga? Parang naglo.
Exactly. Diba? It's so pointless na mag-iimbestiga sila for nothing. Same din ba yung magiging sagot kung halimbawa nasa Blue Ribbon Committee na yan? Tandaan nyo, House of Representative, nagkakaroon kayo ng investigasyon. Magkakaroon din ng investigasyon ang Blue Ribbon Committee. Diba? Magkakaroon din po ng investigasyon ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Paano kung magkaiba kayo ng resulta? Ang gagawin nyo, aawayin nyo naman ng Senate. Alam mo, good thing lang, no? One thing lang na sobra talagang tayong thankful as of this point is hindi po nagkakapareho. No? Hindi po natitinag ang Senado at hindi po sila nagagaya sa mga taga House of Representative, mga taga lower house. Mas dignified pa ang Senado ngayon kaysa sa House of Representative. Pero hindi mo rin maaalis na merong mga gaya ni Grace po. Ni Tito Sen, Ibam Aquino, ni Kiko Pangilinan. So far, no? Parang mas gugustuhin ko pang meron Panfilo Lacson sa Senate kaysa meron Tito Sen. Diba? Hindi ko alam kung bitter siya, no, dahil hindi siya piniling Senate President. So far, sa nagiging performance ni Senator Chis Escudero, siya eh. He's a politician, pero ayaw niyang mamolitika. Hindi gaya ng ginagawa ni Tito Sen. Continuous whatever crusade he is doing. No? Hindi mo alam kung ano ina-advocate nito ni Tito Sen. Eh. But definitely, nakakalungkot. No? That this is something that we are seeing sa ginagawa ni Tito Sen. Anyway, going back dito sa interview ni Terry Ridon at saka ni Karen Davila. Very on point dito si Karen Davila. Okay? We do not need to overemphasize yung mga sinasabi dito ni Karen Davila kay Terry Ridon. But definitely, natumbok ni Karen Davila mga bagay-bagay na any any thinking person will ask the same, no? Na kung paano nagtanong si Karen Davila. These are not yung mga sinasabi niya, no? Assumption, speculation. No. I really don't think that it's a assumption, speculation. Let's just be honest. Nangyayari yung sinasabi ni Karen Davila. She is not new to here. Obviously, sa mga nakikita nating sagot ni Terry Redon, meron siyang mga bagay na pinoprotektahan o tinatago. We just don't know what it is at sino pinoprotektahan niya. Tatandaan niyo, Bicolano rin to si Terry Redon. Diba? Nakakayaman isipin, mga kababayan ng tatay ko. Siyempre, hindi ko naman pwede sabihin Bicolano ako dahil I was born and raised here in Metro Manila. However, no, hindi ko naman tinatanggal din yung roots ng aking ancestors, of course, mga taga Bicol. Pero yung nakikita mo, karamihan ng mga malalaking korap na politiko, mga taga dyan sa Bicol. Nakakahiya. Diba? Nakakahiya. Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, at i-comment yun na kung natuwa ba kayo sa pagiging Karen ni Karen. I'll see you in the next video.